All right. Now, I know you guys know the rules. The robots paint, you do the guessing, and I do give some clues in an attempt to confuse you along the way. Now, again, this first category, we're going to do the top 20 countdown of Anthony Hopkins' most iconic films. So number 20 is going to be tough. 19 might be hard, but it'll get easier as we go. So here we go. Number 20. Good luck. This film is quietly dramatic. It is set in a distant locale known for gauchos and beefsteaks. So there's a good clue. His character is famously reclusive, ironically perfect for an actor known for quiet intensity. All these actors have quiet intensity. Merchant ivory style meets Uruguayan intrigue, wrapped in literary contemplation. Well, that's a hard sentence. Not your typical Anthony Hopkins thriller, but even without the chills, he captures subtleties beautifully. So, does that sound familiar to anyone? So, key clues, I think. Gauchos and beefsteaks, Uruguayan. It was in Uruguay. Any guesses? I never saw this. I don't know about you. These robots think it's number 20. Going once. Going twice. This first one is the city of your final destination. The city of your... What a weird name, too. 2009. Yeah. How about that? Hopkins' portrayal taps into his gentle, introspective side. Rarely seen, but deeply impactful. There you go. Now, number 19, I've at least heard of. So here we go. And this one actually looks more like the picture, the name. Now, this is intellectual sparring at its finest against a young Ryan Gosling. So Ryan Gosling was in this. Hopkins again makes us root, even if just a little, for the morally ambiguous. Sounds like he plays another bad guy. It's a legal drama turned psychological thriller. Guess who's the brilliant villain? Of course. Sounds like he's a bad guy. Yeah, Stuart, very good. You know it. His smugness alone could crack the case. Literally, I guess that's what we're seeing the picture of. We're seeing a crack, a fracture. Yeah, Fracture was the name of the movie, and it was 2007. Watching Hopkins toy with his opponent is a cinematic delight, reminding us how much fun it is when he's wickedly clever. Fracture. There you go. Looks like a fracture. I don't know what the robots have in store for us here with the movie. Let's see what we got. Oh, he's just laughing out loud. I've never seen him laugh like that. All right, now we're getting into more familiar territory with number 18. If I recognize the picture right away. The return. This is the return of cinema's favorite psychiatrist, who you should never ask for advice. Even in a prequel, this is a prequel, his menace doesn't diminish, nor does his elegance. He'll eat your heart out, literally. Chianti and fava beans weren't his only sinister cravings. So I don't believe this one was called Hannibal. So there you go. This is 2002, and Hannibal is not the name of the movie. He plays Hannibal Lecter, of course. This is called, there you go, Stuart. Very good. Red Dragon is correct. 2002. Hopkins' brief reprisal of Hannibal Lecter is chillingly memorable, proving his iconic villainy can thrive even in small doses. I don't know what that means. But that is a creepy fiction. Hello. Oh. You have bad dreams about that one now, right? All right. Now, I forgot about this one, but this is cool. Who better to portray cinema's master of suspense? Makeup transforms him, but it's Hopkins' sly mannerisms that truly sell it. This is not just a biopic. This is a darkly comic behind-the-scenes glimpse. You know, I don't think I've sat and watched this all the way through. I need to watch this movie. This would be good. Good evening, indeed. Yeah. And that is what it was called, Stuart. You got the name exactly right. Just Hitchcock was the name of the movie. Yeah. There he is with a knife. And what's the actress's name that played with him? Well, I don't know. He's in all kinds of like James Bonds or something. I can't remember. Not James Bond. Anyway, British actor. Hopkins' delightful portrayal of Alfred Hitchcock reveals humor beneath the thriller king's stern exterior. A humorous side to Mr. Hitchcock, offering an affectionate, witty tribute. There you go. So the movie was all around the movie Psycho. Well, you know, I haven't seen it, so I would like to see that. That sounds awesome. It does. All right. Continuing with familiar territory. Number 16. Now, even gods need gravitas, and Hopkins has plenty. An immortal father who somehow makes parental issues universal. Yeah. That's not the complete name, though, Stuart. Since these are pretty easy, we're going to need that complete name. His Norse Majesty anchors Marvel's wackiest adventure. This is the wackiest one. Odin's one-eyed wisdom delivered with Shakespearean charm. There you go. There you go. Thor Ragnarok. Am I saying that right? Ragnarok? Hopkins elevates Marvel's spectacle, making epic father-son drama out of mythic fantasy. Proof that great actors never slump. Anyway, sounds like you did a good job. I saw that one. Yeah, that was good. All right. We're down to number 15, and this one's a little different. Again, a movie I haven't seen, but I would like to see it. This is a true story of speed, determination, and oddly inspiring lawnmower engineering. Warm-hearted Kiwi chasing speed records at an age most consider retirement. It's a racing film without villains. Just a cheerful old bloke and his unstoppable machine. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Burt Munro might be the nicest guy Hopkins ever played. This is the nice guy. The world's fastest Indian is correct. You got it. Hopkins embodies cheerful resilience, showing heroism isn't always loud. Sometimes it rides a motorcycle wearing pajamas. I guess he wears pajamas. Really good movie, huh? Yeah, I need to see it. Haven't seen it. Sounds like you've seen all these. That's great. That's great. Anthony Hopkins, world's fastest Indian. There he is. I think he's out in the Utah Salt Flats. All right. Brings us down to number 14 on Anthony Hopkins' all-time movie list. Here we go. Before Batman trained Robin, Zorro had Anthony Hopkins. I guess that's a good clue. Legendary swashbuckler handing over his mask and aristocratic grace. Sword fights, mustaches, and mentor wisdom, he makes it all very classy. Correct. There you go, Stuart. Now you're being precise with those titles. that is exactly correct. How about any guesses at what year they made that movie? What was the year of The Mask of Zorro? And who was his co-star? He might have passed the mask, but he never lost his edge. Yeah, Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. The lady who does the kind of like slow dance under the lasers. I forget what movie, but that wasn't a James Bond, was it? Something like a James Bond. If it wasn't a James Bond, it was close. And The Mask of Zorro is, of course, correct. And Hopkins, as the original Zorro, masterfully balances action and drama, adding emotional depth. All right. That takes us down to number 13. Another one I haven't seen. All righty. Religious debate never felt so much like friendly banter. Pope Benedict, but make it nuanced, witty, and surprisingly human. Vatican corridors filled with gentle laughter and pointed insight. Yeah, you got it. Now, this is fairly recent, right? 2019. I don't know why I didn't see this either. I must not really like Anthony Hopkins. No, I do. Oh. Two popes walk into the Vatican. Yes, Hopkins even makes this a joy. The two popes is correct. His charmingly complex portrayal harmonizes a controversial figure, turning papal politics into surprisingly engaging drama. The two popes, there they are. Two popes. Now, I'm anxious to see the little video. Here we go. Oh, they crack each other up. All right. Hey, Aaron's in the house. What's going on, man? Yeah. Amen. Number 12 on the Anthony Hopkins list. Empathy, restraint, and Victorian dignity wrapped into one iconic role. There you go. Recognize him yet? Hopkins quietly anchors the film amidst David Lynch's surreal genius. So yeah, I forgot this is a David Lynch film. Oh my gosh. I've seen it, but it's been a long time ago. Long time ago. Human compassion meets medical drama in stark black and white. This movie is proof Hopkins doesn't need villains, just compassion and a stethoscope. Yeah. Hey, David, what's going on? I don't know if that's true, David. Maybe. Not sure. I don't think so. Anyway, yeah, Stuart, you got it early. And yeah, John Hurt was actually the Elephant Man, right? The Elephant Man. All the way back in 1980. Oh, look, something cracked him up there. Oh my goodness. All right, now something different here. This one is complex, doesn't even begin to describe this president. Watergate, paranoia, and resignation never felt so human. Oliver Stone's controversial history anchored Hopkins' thoughtful performance. Yeah, there you go. You got it, Stuart. How about, do you know what year they made this movie? Because it's been a while. It's been a while. He's not a crook, just an incredibly flawed human being. Now, have you heard the story how it might have been all a CIA setup, that Nixon was threatening to expose all the JFK stuff, and CIA got pissed at him? Have you heard that? I've heard that. I have heard that. It's all set. He was set up. Yeah, Nixon is correct, of course. Hopkins gives Nixon genuine depth, making a notorious figure surprisingly sympathetic, yet unsettling. Yeah, maybe Oliver Stone kind of is into that conspiracy too. Richard Milhouse Nixon, not Milton. Milhouse. Yeah. There you go. Thank you for that extra information, though, Dave. Always helpful. We always like it. Here on Dave's After Dark. All right, number 10. Billionaire meets death. Sounds grim, yet oddly heartwarming. Hopkins' calm gravitas grounds a supernatural romance. He contemplates mortality with understood elegance. Even death himself can't overshadow Hopkins. You are correct. You know your Anthony Hopkins films, Stuart. You do know your Anthony Hopkins films. Yeah. It's hard to tell by the painting still, but yes, Meet Joe Black is correct. All the way back in 1998. Hopkins gracefully turns what could have been melodrama into something gently moving. A meditation on love and legacy. That was a weird movie. Did you like it? I don't know. Meet Joe Black is, of course, correct, and it was 1998. There they are. And I don't know. I don't know what joke they told. Something about a pope in the woods or something. I don't know what it was. All right. Number 9. Another one I didn't see. Sounds like I'm just as happy. Now, the butler did it. By it, we mean breaking your heart. Repressed emotions have never been so beautifully tragic. tea, manners, and heartache served up with subtle perfection. I don't know, this sounds like something British to me. Uh, Hopkins' quiet dignity makes this film utterly unforgettable. Quiet dignity. A masterclass in acting restraint. Yeah, you know. There you go. So what's the story behind this movie? Did it win some awards? I'm thinking it might have. Remains of the Day. 1993. A masterclass in acting restraint, Hopkins portrays suppressed desire with poignant brilliance. Showing emotions can scream quietly. There he is, screaming quietly. Yes. Remains of the Day. All right, now the next one's more up my alley. I really liked this movie when I saw it. I love this movie. Patriarch of a tragic Montana family. Beard optional, but encouraged. Everybody had beards. Rugged Western melodrama anchored by his intense charisma. Family tragedies unfold beneath his watchful, haunted eyes. Yes, of course, Legends of the Fall. Even Brad Pitt can't distract from Hopkins' profound presence. This is when Brad Pitt was hot, too. He was very hot. And he came out in Legends of the Fall, which was, the cinematography and everything of it was pretty cool. And then, of course, it had the intense, tragic love story. Yes, Legends of the Fall. Very cool movie, according to me. Hopkins delivers emotional intensity that resonates deeply, showing fatherhood and heartbreak through an epic lens. I often get it confused with A River Runs Through It, though, too, right? That was Brad Pitt, too, right? A River Runs Through It. Which I'm surprised that didn't show up on the Brad Pitt list. Huh. Something was funny. All right, well, so number 7 goes way back in time, and I will ask you for the date if you know the date of this next one. Who knew ventriloquism could be terrifying? His dummy isn't the only wooden face hiding dark secrets. Rumpus is in the house. What's going on? Gear Jammer. What's going on, man? Yes, Richard Milhouse. Nixon is correct. Not for this one. And yes, Stuart, you have it. Of course. Now, do you know the year? This one looks horrible. This one looks truly terrifying. Psychological terror meets disturbingly charming smile. Creepy, mesmerizing, and tragically brilliant. Early Hopkins magic. Not Milton. Milhouse. Any guesses on the year? It's way back. Way back when. Hopkins brilliantly unravels sanity, proving his knack for suspenseful darkness. Started early, and it never faded. Magic is, of course, the name of the movie, and it was all the way back. Look how young he is. 1978. Shoot, I had just started college. Woo. Back in the day. All right. Number 6. Anthony Hopkins' all-time iconic movie list. Here we go. Now, Dementia from Inside the Mind. It's a devastatingly powerful movie. Emotional confusion portrayed with heartbreaking honesty. Sounds horrible. Hopkins' second Oscar-winning role shows humanity stripped bare. Stewart, you know them all. Stewart's not fair. Stewart's not fair. Father. Prepare tissues. This one hits harder than most thrillers. The Father is correct. The year was 2020, not that long ago. With raw emotion, Hopkins forces viewers into profound empathy. God, I hate that. Oh, I have empathy for people who have too much empathy. Delivering a painful yet deeply necessary viewing experience. Yeah. There he is, the Father. The Father. All right, we got top 5 coming up. Top 5 Anthony Hopkins movies of all time. You'll recognize the hat. Kind of like mine. Mutiny never looked this morally ambiguous. Captain Bligh. Villain or misunderstood authority? Commanding presence clashes with rebellious Mel Gibson. Mel is rebellious as well, right? He's just a rebellious character. Yes, Stuart, but since you're getting everyone so correct, you are not exactly correct. You're very close. It was no, Rhombus. You're off on a tangent. 1984. Stewart's very close. Rhombus is getting cooler. Hopkins adds depth to the classic Mutiny. Good luck deciphering that. Hey, Kim's in the house. Kim and Steven are in the house. You guys play together? You watch YouTube together? Very good, Stuart. The Bounty. The Bounty. You are, of course, correct with Bounty, but, you know, since you're getting them all. Okay, we're down to the top 4. Top 4 Anthony Hopkins movies. Here we go, number 4. Now, warning ahead of time, this picture's pretty weird. It shows like the top 4 actors in the movie. Presidential courtroom drama. Powerful and persuasive. It delivers stirring monologues with statesman-like conviction. Historic legal battles fought with elegance and passion. You're too quick, Stuart. You're too quick. Now, this is cool, though. A little history here going on. Hopkins as John Quincy Adams. Unforgettable historical advocacy. Now, John Quincy he's the son, right, of John Adams and John and Abigail. And John Quincy, if I got it right, was the son. His courtroom oratory provides emotional clarity and force, anchoring this historic tale of freedom and justice. Yeah, Amistad. Do I say that right? Amistad. 1997. There it is. Now, what are they going to do? They going to laugh? Oh, yeah. Morgan's going to laugh. All right, top 3. You know what they are. You know what they are. Here we go. Number 3, only 16 minutes. He's only in the film 16 minutes. I don't know if you remember that. Yet he redefined cinematic horror. Intelligent, cultured, polite, and absolutely terrifying. This psychiatrist definitely doesn't help his patients conventionally. Once again, Chianti and fava beans became horrifyingly iconic culinary pairings. Yes, Stuart and Rhombus, you both have that one correct. Now, I love this movie. I love this movie. I saw this movie in Sacramento when I was on a business trip, and my partner and I decided to go out to a movie to kill some time, and he never forgave me for taking him to that movie. We actually had to cross a shopping center parking lot at nighttime from our hotel, and the walk home was interesting. Hopkins made Hannibal Lecter instantly legendary, turning sophisticated evil into an Oscar-winning art form. Great movie. I don't know. Yeah. Good movie. Okay, top 2. Here we go. Number 2 is not on my list, but I guess other people liked it. Subtle moral dilemmas unfold with Edwardian elegance. Literary adaptation brought alive by this quiet turmoil. Repressed emotion beneath impeccable manners. He's always got impeccable manners. He doesn't blink, that's scary. Buffalo Bill. Emotional complexity never looked so refined. Repressed emotion beneath impeccable manners. Oh, I said that. Oh, you know it. Stuart knows them all. Mr. Anthony Hopkins. You're not related or anything, are you, Stuart? You know him like you're related. Howard's End is correct. 1992. Hopkins' layered portrayal subtly reveals societal tension beneath a polished facade, making literature cinematic and deeply human. So it's about literature. Yes. Yeah, he is. He's very good. Very good. All right. Now, can we go back? Way back in time. Royal power struggles never felt and witty. Sparring with Peter O'Toole. Legendary acting duels. Political machinations meet familial rivalry. Oh, there you go, Stuart. Now, who does Hopkins play in this? Who's he playing? Because that's going to be he's also going to make an appearance on our Sunday show coming up. We'll talk about that later. Who does Anthony Hopkins play in this movie? Hopkins exploded onto the scene in the iconic debut, turning royal politics into riveting personal drama. His first big triumph. And yes, Richard the Lionheart, of course. The Lion in Winter, 1968. I do remember. I remember the movie. I didn't get it at the time. How old was I? I was a teenager. Oh, well, no, I was 10 years old. 10 years old. I didn't get it. But they said it was good. I don't know. All right. Well, Stuart dominated that round.